This is Phone Electronics Project 3 water meter and pump controller hacks with an exclamation. Circuit 1 looks like this, just general thing. We have a positive going into the bottom of the cup we use for water, and then at different levels coming back, each one having an LED, the first one having a buzzer. I did not include the buzzer in mine, but its operation would just be as simple as putting it in parallel with an LED. Play a short video here of the circuit in operation when it decides to load. If it decides to load. There we go. So, empty cup, water, the different levels you can see there. Let's go ahead and turn on our power supply. And off to the left there, you'll see me pour some water in. That LED turned on just a second there because of the water splashed up and hit it for just a second. And as it goes up, you can see green, yellow, and then finally red as the water level rises. So next, didn't mean to do that. The second circuit is essentially a high in the level indicator. When the water level is below the low level indicator, the relay over here will flip on, and then below low level indicator, I made this down here at LED. That'll flip on, and then whenever it gets above the high level, the relay will switch, causing the LED over there to turn on. Just real quick thing, the reason why I had hooked up the relay, this is the relay down here, the reason why I hooked up the relay like this is because I couldn't get the relay to really sit in the breadboard that well. The breadboard I was using does not work well with that relay. So same sort of thing, same cup. On this one, I used the brown and the blue wires, I believe, or the brown and the yellow wires, or blue and yellow. I used the lowest level and the highest level. Can't remember which color is which at this point, but But as it turned on, you can see right now it is below. Since there's no water in the cup, it's below the low level indicator, meaning the LED right here turns on. And as I fill it up with water, it is actually now above the low level indicator. But since it's hasn't reached the high level yet, that LED is still on. And when it gets to the high level indicator, it switches to the red. And in this case, if it were at this point to start draining out of the system, in such a case that, let's say this is an ingredient tank or a mixture tank of some sort, that when it got to the low level point, it would then trigger back, allowing it to refill back up to the high level point. And the last circuit for this one is a combination of 1 and 2. What I did for this was I essentially just attached the leads back to these two LEDs right here, being the middle two level indicators. See in the next video, the power supply is already on, I believe. Oh, it's off. Never mind. I have 12 volts. The system set to 12 volts. I made sure everything can handle it beforehand, of course. As I begin pouring water in, hasn't made it to the indicators just yet. Or is this the same video? That's the same video. Well, ain't that a shame. Anyway, the actual circuitry part, you can see power supply is already on. And we're below the level of point, so it turns on. So as you can see, I restarted it by accident. Anyway, so as it fills up, you can see here. What happens is a little bit of water connecting these two, but as soon as the water fully reaches the point where it fully can get out electricity, those two turn brighter. And then this one turns on. And then at this point, the water is actually above the high level value. If you look inside, you can see like the yellow is up. The water is above the yellow wire. I am not sure as to why it did not flip, but I just poking around on things and I just hit something randomly, and it switched. I have tested this behavior a lot, and I am not sure why it's doing it, and it's seemingly at random. Sometimes I can just wiggle a resistor here, wherever, and it'll just switch randomly. And I have not figured out as to why. But the thing is, though, if you reset, like you pour the water out, it resets properly, and we'll go back to doing the same thing afterwards. So yeah. See it again here just a second. Go up a little bit. Yep. Do it. Poking it. Just hit it. And there it goes. Set out. Not sure why. That is Project 3.